All right, hi you guys. In March of 2009, President Obama signed an executive order reversing a order that President Bush had put in limiting the research that could be done on stem cells. So we'll talk about that in this presentation and why I feel that the stem cell research is something that's very important and should continue. The crux of the matter was really more along the lines of why the stem cells were so important to research and whether or not it was morally and ethically viable to use embryonic stem cells and whether or not we should be using federal funds to do that, and that was the real problem. So just what are stem cells exactly? If you look on the screen here, there's a couple different kinds of stem cells. Stem cells are something that everybody has, and you have them from birth, and you have them all the way through your life. They can self-renew to make new stem cells, and they can differentiate into other specialized cells. So, for example, they can be used to make other things in your body. So that's what's so important about them, is that they can use stem cells to make other things. So, for example, if you have something wrong with you, theoretically, you could take these stem cells and create new organs down the road. That's the hope. Okay, and up until recently, that was kind of the dream. And there was a report just a few months ago that someone had actually used stem cells to repair a completely severed spine. I haven't heard the outcome of that, whether or not the person was actually able to move or not. But that's where they're going with this whole thing. So the stem cells, again, the controversy came from the fact that the stem cells that were being used were embryonic stem cells. And the reason that the embryonic stem cells are so much more potent is because they can morph into anything, whereas adult stem cells, like the ones we have in our body, cannot. They can only be changed into a few things. So the embryonic stem cells come from excess in vitro fertilization embryos. So if you look at the screen here, if you notice at day 6 they become blastocysts, and there's a clump of small cells, and that's what they use in the embryonic stem cell research. And they extract the material out of those cells, and they can use that to make other stem cells, and then they use this in experimentation to, again, use it for research to use it in the body. So there was an article that came out in Life Science that said stem cells have the potential to cure spinal cord disorders, diabetes, bone disorders, and liver disease. They can be used to grow and replace damaged organs and repair massive amounts of skin, and can be even used in gene therapy. So, ironically enough, to do all of that would require these embryonic stem cells. And what happened was that the controversy again was because of using embryonic stem cells. So the scientists again see this as a